Hey, what's up guys, this is the Wrestling Guy, and today I will tell you the results and my review on WWE Monday Night Raw 5th May 2014. The Monday Night Raw kicked off with a 20-man battle royal for the WWE United States Championship. Everybody brawls and picks a corner. Then Big Show tosses Xavier Wood outside before Zack Ryder and R-Truth are thrown out next. More fighting in the corners and near eliminations. Then Show throws Titus outside as Dolph fights with Slater on the apron. They trade punches as Big Show press slams Sin Cara over the ropes. Then he chops Fandango in the corner as Sheamus hits Sandow with 10 beats on the apron. Slater runs over and knocks him off the apron. Then we get back from a break to see Big Show hit a chokeslam before everyone gangs up and eliminates him. They all go after Mark Henry next and throw him outside too. Then Kofi is next and Ryback drops Sheamus with a powerbomb. Ambrose and Ryback fight in the corner while Axel stomps Sheamus. The match goes on. Ambrose sidesteps a tackle and eliminates him. Then he dumps Swagger over the ropes, but Ambrose celebrates a bit too long and runs into a brogue kick, and Sheamus throws him outside to win. Triple H comes out and says they engaged in a war last night and the Shield got lucky last night, but their luck ran out. He says now that Ambrose doesn't have his title, they will enter into 6-man tag action tonight against the Wyatt family. The winner of this match and new WWE United States Champion, Sheamus. I think nothing really of note here, just another battle royal. Didn't get that good until the end. Like I said about Bad News Barrett last night, hopefully Sheamus can do more with this title that Ambrose has done. Next, Stephanie McMahon congratulates Daniel Bryan on his win, but she lets him know that all he did was anger Kane more. She says he needs to stay in his locker room until his match to stay safe. Then she leaves and closes the door, with Brie noticing a Kane mask on the door. That's scary. Next up we have Rob Van Dam versus Cesaro. This match wasn't interesting till Rob Van Dam had some disqualification. We get back from a break to see RVD get a near fall, and Cesaro stomps him before kicking him in the face and charging the corner. RVD kicks him and heads up too, but Cesaro uppercuts him on the way down and follows with a gut wrench slam. Cesaro follows with another 1 for 2, then RVD gets caught up in the ropes, so Cesaro puts him in the tree of woe position and repeatedly hits him until he gets disqualified. The winner of this match via disqualification, Rob Van Dam. Next, the Wyatt family is in the ring and Bray talks about how people looked down as him, but tonight is even sweeter because last night he became a somebody. He says John Cena's fears was personified by a singing child, and Cena was right when he said Bray, wants to watch the world burn. Bray says he will rebuild in the image of Wyatt, but he does this not for himself but for the children and broken and starving. Bray says he does it for everyone who casts aside like him. Then he says they will remember him as a god and start singing. More of the same from Bray, but in this case he's been on fire lately, so it was another good promo. Next up we have Ryback with Curtis Axel versus Cody Rhodes with Goldust. I don't really care about this match, so I'm straightly gonna tell you the winner. The winner was Ryback. Next up, Brie tells Daniel Bryan that she's scared, and Bryan says to stay close to him, but the lights go out and they run for it. A Kane mask lights up as they leave the room. Then Stephanie McMahon approaches them and says she doesn't know what's going on. Stephanie says Brie looks scared, so she will have their car brought directly into the building to get them to safety, and they should stay there until then. Los Matadors come out with El Torito to have a Cinco de Mayo celebration in honor of Torito's win last night, and they start throwing candy into the crowd. 3MB cuts them off and Slater says they want a truce. Then Rios says it's not a request because their party will be spoiled if they don't accept. Torito offers Hornswoggle some candy as a peace of offering. Then Hornswoggle tries some butt slaps Torito and tackles him. They fight on the mat, and the Matadors take Jinder and Drew out. Then Slater cheers Hornswoggle and realizes he's outnumbered. Slater tries to back the Matadorus off, but he gets beaten down and thrown outside as Torito airpins spins Hornswoggle and gores him out of the ring. This is probably the most developed and consistent program in wrestling right now, and it's been pretty entertaining. Tonight was a good segment to break up the matches between the two factions and get some more heat for 3MB. Next, Kofi Kingston vs Alexander Rusev with Lana. Again, I don't care about this match because WWE is giving Alexander Rusev a push that he doesn't deserve. The winner of this match was Alexander Rusev. I don't know why WWE is pushing that much. He's not that good. Next, Daniel Bryan and Brie get to their car and Bryan says he can't wait to get out of there. Then he helps Brie into the car and looks around for danger. They get in, Brie gets scared by Stephanie McMahon standing near the car, and she says they can't leave until his match. Stephanie says Bryan's match is now, and if he doesn't compete, she'll consider it a breach of contract and strip him of the title. Daniel Bryan with Brie Bella vs Alberto Del Rio. Bryan connects with a quick kick, but Alberto kicks him a few times and hits a backbreaker before choking him on the ropes. Bryan connects with a few kicks, then Alberto hits a backstabber. Before we go to break, we get back to see Bryan hit Alberto coming off the turnbuckles, then he avoids a super kick and hits Alberto with an enziguri before they slug it out. Bryan drops Toho and Alberto into the ropes and kicks him a few times, then he knocks Alberto down and hits a top rope. Bryan hits two running corner drop kicks, then Alberto rolls outside, so Bryan hits a suicide dive and rolls him in before heading up top. Alberto catches him with an enziguri for two, then he calls for a cross arm breaker, but Bryan counters and makes him tap out to the S-lock. The winner of this match, Daniel Bryan. Good back and forth match, good work from both wrestlers, nice match. Kane's pyro explodes in the ring posts, so Bryan and Bray run for it, and they get in their car, but the car won't start. Bryan checks under the hood and sees some wiring has been tampered with. Then he closes the hood and sees Kane in the back seat when Brie was sitting in the car. Bryan runs over as Kane grabs Brie and she screams. Then Bryan slugs it out with him off the ramp before jumping back in the car. Bryan floors it and knocks Kane off the roof. Then he stops, but Kane sits up and smiles, so Bryan takes off with Brie screaming. Good segment continuing the mind games from Kane, and Bryan is doing what's necessary to protect his wife. Speaking of Brie, my god, she's a terrible actress. Her screams were D-level horror movie sounds that made my ears bleed. Yikes. She was screaming very loudly. Next up, Intercontinental Championship match, Big E vs Wade Barrett. Winner of this match, Bad News Barrett. Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger come out with a deportation list and talk about how they need to rid the WWE of people who don't belong here. Adam Rose makes his debut with the Rosebuds and Exotic Express. Then he offers Zeb a lollipop, but Zeb says he needs to leave. Rose says Zeb should be a rosebud. Then Swagger runs at him, but Rose clotheslines him out of the ring and dances around with the Rosebuds. I was hoping for a match from Rose or to see the Bucks arrive, but oh well, Rose's debut seemed a bit anticlimactic. Next, the Wyatt family versus the Shield. I'm tired of this match. They have had it many times, so I don't really care who wins here. I'll just tell you the results. Winners of this match for the Wyatt family. It was like Triple H hits a pin on Reigns after Orton RKO's him. Then Batista calls for a powerbomb and they hit Reigns with a triple powerbomb to end the show. Thank you for watching, guys. This was The Wrestling Guy with the WWE Monday Night Raw review. Do leave a like to this video and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace.